One of the most important things I learned about philanthropy through my work in Bravewell is that you must be present for the work, because sharing does not happen just by writing a check. It happens in community. In Bravewell, we engaged ourselves as a group in causes for the greater good, in activities that were our passions, putting our money on the line side by side with our time, our energy, and our oversight. An essential aspect of this type of philanthropy, which is more reflective of who we are and what we do than how much we give, is that it is a collaborative. It requires community, and as a result, is more inclusive of all those who are part of the solution. There is ownership in collaboration, which makes successful outcomes much more critical. It is fully engaged, high-involvement philanthropy that actively partners with long-established private foundations, corporations and their funds, as well as individual donors, change agents, and the doers themselves. It is highly strategic, highly leveraged, and proficient at networking and convening. And that is exactly how Bravewell functioned, even from its very beginning. In the spring of 2001, it began as an idea by a woman who, because of a life-changing event, believed the time had come to create a vehicle for systemic change in our healthcare system, to return medicine to its soul, and to return the system to the care of health, not just the management of disease. So Penny George, with the help of Diane Nyman, our founding executive director, invited 20 philanthropists and 20 physicians from across the country to come together in community and collaborate in a 2-day conversation to brainstorm what strategic steps would be needed to launch this ambitious effort. Drawing on the best advice of these physician leaders, as well as the wisdom and experience of the philanthropists in the field, it became clear that the opportunity to effect systems change depended on identifying key leverage points where the philanthropists could make a difference by providing the passing gear for this movement. We met again in the fall of 2001 and agreed that while continuing our individual efforts throughout the nation, we would also form a collaborative dedicated to strategic initiatives that would advance integrative medicine on a national level. And so Bravewell was born. And it was born with the most unusual goal: to not exist. We created a timeline for our work which kept us focused on one thing: achieving what we set out to do. Bravewell was successful because we shared a commitment to the vision and the willingness to leave special interests behind. We chose initiatives that would generate maximum leverage, and we adopted agreed-upon operating principles. Everything we did by consensus. People often ask me what it was like to lead such a unique group, and I always answered, I didn't lead it, I represented it. Bravewell led Bravewell. Our successes are directly related to the value we placed on community. We came from all over the country, differing from each other in myriads of ways, but we made time during our meetings to nurture our relationships with each other, and we safeguarded the community we created very carefully. Many collaboratives have failed because of their inability to create, maintain, and enhance community among themselves. They fail because of their inability to be driven by the vision and leave their personal agendas outside the door. To its obvious credit, Bravewell was studied by the Ford Foundation as an example of excellence in philanthropy. We recognize the importance of partnerships in our strategies and the communities that would evolve as a result of these partnerships. In doing so, we became experts at networking to create the partnerships and at convening those with common bonds. It required a tremendous amount of due diligence on our part and some very tough choices, in some cases turning down dollars in order to preserve that community and its intention, and therefore the success of our mission. Understanding the importance of partnering, collaboration, and community guided us in all of our strategic decision-making. We believe this is sacred work done with intention, passion, and vision, and integrity, work done in collaboration, in partnership, and in community. It is work that has the potential to improve the lives of individuals and the communities they live in. It is the type of philanthropy that demonstrates affection for mankind, the love and caring expressed in doing good for others. There is no greater calling than to live in service of others, no matter what form that service takes. And that is the soul of philanthropy, and Bravewell is a supreme example. On behalf of all of us in Bravewell, we extend our sincerest gratitude to those who became our closest partners and who continue to demonstrate that affection for mankind. Every doctor, nurse, healthcare professional, and funder we have been so fortunate to know over the years. Thank you, Bravewell, for teaching us that a life well lived is one that is lived for that which will outlast us. How fortunate we have been to be a part of that.